everyone, it's Brian with Grow Up Towers again. So today's video is going to be a build video. We're going to do a build using the H18 Versa case, the Essence power supply from Epivia, and the B560 motherboard we just recently did a unboxing of. We are going to have the antennas and stuff that we're going to set aside because we're not going to need them for this part of the build. But let's go ahead and see if we can get everything put into this case nicely and see what it looks like when we're done. So we're going to remove the back panel, and that way we'll have access to all the wiring and everything back there. And then we'll take off the front. Well, technically it's the side for the glass panel. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put the I/O shield in, but first we're going to take off these little covers for the Wi-Fi because we want to make sure we have access to Wi-Fi once it's in without doing anything. For this, we're just going to put it into the I/O section here. Go. So now we have the I/O shield installed, and that will allow for us to just insert the motherboard and everything will look good on that. But before we do that, put that back. It pops out fairly easily, so you want to be careful. A little more careful this time. So before we do that, we are going to go ahead and undo this here and pull out our screws and our zip ties. We're going to set those down. We're going to take these cables out of the way for now because we're not going to need them right away. You know, originally I was thinking not to use these, but I think I am going to use them. I think it'll be a good enhancement here. Alright, so for our build, we will need Molex, which is now outdated and not very common, so we're going to need to pull the Molex cable out of here. And we are going to need a PCIe cable, so we'll take a PCIe cable and a Molex cable. And the other cables we will put back. We're going to include those with the build when we sell it, so this is a semi-modular power supply like we went over with the video on it. So we just plug in the cables we need, other than the ones that are included that we have to have and we need it anyway. Now this one will go fan down, so we are going to put that in. And like I said, I originally did not plan on using the included screws because they're thumb screws, but I think it'll actually improve this design, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. Just going to go ahead and tighten these into place. So now we have the power supply in with thumb screws as opposed to regular screws, so it is easier to swap out if the buyer wants to swap it for a better power supply, or if they just want to redo the cables. Gotta be careful with that IO shield, it pops out pretty easy in this case. Alright, now with that installed, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the cables where they're going to go for the CPU. So we're going to go ahead and put this one up here. And for the power supply to the motherboard, we're going to put that here. Go ahead and start the install of the motherboard. There we go. So it sits down in there pretty easily. Let's grab the motherboard screws. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to take 6 just in case we need that many, but usually 4 will be enough to put it into place, but 6 makes sure that it's in correctly. So that's enough to keep it in place, but we're going to put the last 2 in just to make sure. put in the motherboard power for the 24 pin. And then we're going to plug in fan for the rear. Okay, so now we are done the motherboard installation. That will look pretty nice there. Now for the rest, we're going to go ahead and cable it a little bit. We've got power for the video card. We're going to go ahead and wire in all the front panel stuff. That's the front panel, nice and easy. There's the audio. There's the USB 2.0. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to zip tie these together so that they're not all over the place. And we're going to go ahead and connect the LED connection. And I did forget two things, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got my clippers for the zip ties, which is one thing that I forgot. So we have that. zip tie the power connection for the graphics card. And the other part that we had forgotten that I grabbed while I was away getting the clippers is the graphics card. Okay. Save those aside. Person that purchases this. There we go for there. There's that. There's that. And there's that. We just remove the finger. Install the screws into place. We now have the graphics card installed. And our final zip tie that they gave us, we're going to go ahead and use here. So now the front is ready. The rear, not the best cable management, but better than I usually do, so I'm happy with it. But when you look at it, you see a nice looking desktop. So let's go ahead and put these panels back on. Now we have our completed build. I will recommend that you be careful handling the motherboard, or you might end up like me with a little bit of a cut, but overall it went pretty smoothly and I really enjoyed building in this case, so I'll probably buy more of them for future builds. So I do hope that this video helped you to learn how to build a computer, whether building a computer for yourself is what you should do, and whether you enjoy this type of activity. So I do hope that this video was useful to you. If it was, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button that should be in this general area here, and that way you can keep up to date on our new videos and our community section. And as always, if you have any questions about myself, the channel, or the products, make sure you leave those down below in the comment section or on Twitter at TowersGray. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.